Yo, so I just met this dude. He's tell me a little bit about
animal consumption only.
Van life too.
It's illegal in Florida.
Dude, yeah, tell me about everything that you're doing, like health-wise and like the van life. Like, tell me everything.
Okay, well, for example, I picked up 4 packets of chicken breasts from Whole Foods yesterday, and it's pasture raised. And what I do is I wash it in the whey, and the whey, that's the cheese, that's the juice that comes out of making cheese. And I wash it in this not because I'm scared of bacteria, but because of the chemicals in the packaging.
Mm-hmm.
And so the raw meat doesn't make you sick unless there's chemicals on it, and then it sits out because it mutates the bacteria, or if it's heated and then it sits out. So raw food never rots, it only ferments unless there's chemicals involved or it's not actually raw.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like a raw beef sauce with garlic, onion, and apple cider vinegar, tomato. And then we have a chicken sauce somewhere in here, which is similar but with lime juice, and you just put it in this, the raw chicken sauce.
I think there's a guy I follow on Instagram, and he's
here's Buffalo Brain. Buffalo
Brain. Dude, that's awesome. Holy shit.
You want to try it?
I'm fasting right now.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's my excuse.
Oh, and I got 75 oysters.
Oh.
There's a 50 bag right here, and there's another 25 right there. We all ate 25 oysters yesterday. Buffalo liver.
Buffalo liver. Look at this, guys. Whoa.
It smells like a cow.
I know people, they ferment the liver, and then
show the butter on the bottom.
Oh yeah, that's raw butter.
Have you seen the high meat before?
Yes.
Yes?
The hide meat, yes.
Yeah, I'm actually making some right now.
It's some,
We got to go outside for this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay,
sorry, 'cause it stinks. Okay, so this is like 4 or 5 days old raw pork, and we're just gonna ferment it.
Holy shit.
It gets super stinky. Once it's black, it's ready. And we just keep it room temperature in the cupboard.
Damn.
The high meat, yeah, so that's what he was talking
Have
about.
you ever experimented with urine therapy?
Sour cream, yeah, I have. When you eat raw meat, you don't really need to do the urine. But if you're vegetarian, you do.
Yeah.
You drink urine. If you're a vegetarian, if you're not
Is
eating
that the hide meat?
Oh no, this is clay that's being activated,
Oh.
which we can use for toothpaste or to absorb the pesticides and chemicals in our vegetable juice, because Whole Foods, every store sprays chemicals on the produce every few minutes, so we put a little bit of that in the juice to absorb it.
Yeah.
This is the only water we drink. We barely drink any water. Like, I'll go months without water.
Really?
Yeah, I mainly drink vegetable juice and milk, so water
Yeah,
on a raw diet dilutes your juices.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dude, juices are awesome.
Yeah, I mean, your digestive juices, it dilutes them in your stomach, so you can't digest raw meat with water together very well. But yeah, we do juice.
What made you, like, start this lifestyle? Did you have, like, ailments yourself in this
no,
type
just
of...
because I want to be perfect in every way. That's why I started.
Yeah.
You know, but the thing is, I actually went through health issues after starting, not because of the diet, but because, like, the effects of the vaccines I got a year before finally caught up to me. Because I was just, like, fucking pumping through that, and eventually, like, I did too much fasting after the vaccines, and I started the diet.
The vaccine, like COVID?
Oh, no, HPV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in 2019, yeah. So basically,
Damn.
I was in good health. I got 2 vaccines. Didn't really think much of it. Some time went by. I went vegan. I started doing tons of fasting. And then I became really skinny. And I started craving meat. I discovered the diet, and I intuitively knew it's what I was supposed to do. So then I went from vegan to raw meat overnight. And the first few months were amazing. But what went wrong was at one point I ate... It's called the moldy raspberry recipe. And you eat this because it detoxes you really hard from the vaccines. But the thing is, if you do it prematurely, if you do it when you're not fat enough, you have to be fat. You have to have tons of fat in your body to do these recipes. Because if you don't, it's going to be way too much toxins to handle. You need the extra nutrients. So, like, I was in a very vulnerable state because of shitloads of dry fasting.
Yeah.
And after the vaccine, so I was just like, okay, extremely mineral deficient combined with heavy metal poison at the same time. So all the fasting caused the vaccines to damage me multiple times over versus what it would have normally done. And then, so I was fine when I first started the diet. I was functioning off of adrenaline. I was pumped up. I was feeling good. I ate that detox recipe and I was fucked. Agenus is the nutritionist, and he says that it can make you very fatigued for a month up to a year.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I was fucked for like 3 years.
Sure.
And the thing is, when I ate that recipe, I became so tired, I couldn't enjoy anything unless I was smoking weed. So I was basically in terrible health, and just smoking tons of weed all day and putting myself in a deeper and deeper hole. And I was still fasting once a month, and you know, it took me 2 years to realize, okay, like I stopped fasting and I finally started to feel better because the fasting was holding me back so much. Like that one fast every month, I was recovering it like for like 2 weeks after every fast. That's why I was never getting time to like actually detox properly, because when you fast, you don't have any nutrients going through you.
Right.
It makes you high because of, you know, hormones, starvation mode, emergency. Because if you felt like shit while fasting, you'd die. You know, in nature.
Yeah, I feel like meat has a very grounding element. You know, it's very nutritious too.
Here, you can show this with the camera. The produce.
Dude, I bet you this video is gonna get like 5 million views.
14 celery, a bunch of
So
carrots.
juicing, yeah.
Yeah, cilantro, parsley. This one girl, she's really toxic, so I give her the parsley instead of the cilantro because this will detox her too hard, and she needs a different juice. And then so I'm making juice for 4 people.
Yeah.
And I got bananas somewhere.
So your main source of hydration comes from juices, not water.
Juices and milk.
And why?
Raw milk.
Is there a reason why you don't choose the water?
Yeah, so water has no nutrients. So, like, what is hydration? It's like your cells absorbing water, right? So if you have plain water, you dilute every nutrient in your cells, right? So your body can only absorb a small amount of the water you drink. That's why people are putting salt in their water, you know, for the sodium and stuff. But we don't do salt on this diet. Salt, if you're on a raw diet, is problematic. It's even problematic on a cooked diet. The thing is, you do have to have some if you eat cooked food. You have to have salt on the cooked diet, but not on a raw diet. And if you want to learn why, look in the book We Want to Live by Diogenes, and he cites his experiments proving why. Yeah, so like the raw milk, the vegetable juice, the nutrients are naturally bound in it. You know, it's not like you did a concoction of mixtures. No, it's like natural. You know? It's not like
it's
you put
structured.
It together. Yeah, it's more than just structure too, because it's like it's different than putting lemon and honey in water because you mix those ingredients. Like raw milk comes out of the cow already assimilated, like through the process of life. You know, like chemistry and like I'm gonna do this much potassium and you know, like that shit. No, you know, I don't.
That's like modern shit.
I don't think about any micronutrients. I don't think about iron or potassium. I put it into categories. I got minerals, all of them. I get them from my raw milk and my oysters. I don't think about potassium. I'm going to eat this because of that. That's how you end up going on a fucking kale diet, because you're looking at micronutrients. So I don't really like. Okay, look, sure. Yes, it has some validity, but you're just going to confuse the fuck out of yourself and do some stupid shit because you're worrying about the micronutrients. Because like when you're eating the raw diet and this stuff, is like. You're getting so much of everything, you know. Like, we have to eat a lot of extra minerals to bind with the heavy metals. So we have the raw cheese mixed with honey and oysters. And yeah, another interesting thing is like I'm getting like really stoned right now, actually, because I ate raw weed and it's kicking in right now. And I haven't ate yet, so I'm a little bit ungrounded.
Wow.
And a little camera shy, but that's chill. That's
yeah,
chill.
It's cool.
I like to share.
Do you know do you know about hape?
Yeah, I've done rape.
Yeah, rape.
Past.
Okay. Yeah, it's for me whenever I feel ungrounded and
I only consume raw tobacco.
Raw tobacco.
I chew green raw tobacco.
Really?
I won't have it dried. Yeah, I found it not addictive at all. And I only do it like barefoot while I'm sun gazing usually, or like I'm in the sun. Yeah, and so like Amos Miller, one of the farmers we use, in like between like June and August or July and September or something, he has raw tobacco you can buy, and it's super cheap. And you can get this giant bag from the Amish, and they ship it to you.
Wow.
Yeah, and you just have a little bit every day. And the thing is, if you
chew you chew it.
Yeah, if you chew too much tobacco, you'll get pneumonia. Actually, because it detoxes your lungs. So if you want to detox your smoked tobacco, you have your green raw tobacco. And if you want to detox your smoked marijuana, you grow a marijuana plant and you blend it with raw apple cider vinegar and distilled water.
Wow.
And you blend it till it gets warm 7 times in 40 hours. There's a specific way you do it. There's a website called diogenes.net. You can look up marijuana and find the detox tar recipe on there.
Wow.
And you have a teaspoon a day, and it activates it raw. And you get high off of that, and it detoxes your lungs. But I didn't do that. I had cured dry weed. Dry weed isn't going to detox your lungs, but you still can get high off of it. Weed only gets you high raw if it's cured first. where you put the weed in a jar and you open it like and you burp it out like every day. If you skip that process, it doesn't get you high raw. So you take the weed like 0.2, 0.3, and you chew it for like 5 or 10 minutes until it's completely broken down in your mouth, and then you swallow it, and then you get stoned as fuck for like 6 hours. Yeah, so I need to eat really quick.
Dude, that's so you got raw eggs and banana, and then you'll probably like shake it. Oh, blend it. Okay, got you.
Yeah, I need to put honey in it.
This is very cool.
Normally I put cream in it, but the Amish package is late because UPS is having mechanical issues.
Dude, you know what I like to use rape for? When respiratory. Like if you're feeling like you're catching a cold, it like immediately alleviates it.
I got a completely different perspective on that. I would never want to stop a cold. Can you guess why?
Why?
Because a cold is a detox.
It's a detox.
If you stop the cold, yeah, you might get away from having some symptoms, but then the poisons remain. A cold, the flu, that's your body using so-called pathogens, bacteria, virus, parasite, and fungus to dissolve toxins in the body. Then you get sick. When you throw up, blah, blah, blah. You send that vomit to a lab, you get it analyzed, you're going to find like the same ingredients as a vaccine. Because you're just fucking detoxing old vaccines and all that bullshit we've consumed. So whenever you're sick, your body's detoxing. If you collect your mucus, you're sneezing up, send that to a lab, you're going to find all these toxins. The mucus isn't the problem. The mucus absorbs toxin and removes it from the body. So this mucusless diets and alkaline diets, like we need to alkalize with the vegetable juice, yes, but because meat is being acidic, it's not inherently bad.
Right.
Our body gets more acidic as we detox, and we need the vegetable juice to balance it. These people will do things that prevent them from getting acidic but the thing is, sometimes you have to get acidic, so the acidity isn't the problem, it's what's causing it, which is the toxins. And I'm not saying that meat is naturally toxic because it's acidic.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
Look at that. We got raw honey, banana, and eggs.
Yeah, and then
That is nutrition right there.
Yeah, let me get the milk.
Pure milk. Raw milk, dude,
Yep.
is the only way to drink milk. Fuck pasteurized milk, man. Like that.
You drink much raw milk?
Yeah, I used to.
But you're fasting right now, so you can't?
Yeah. Dude.
Do you want me to send you over some?
Where's the, where do you get that?
Realmilkfinder.com. That's how you find all the sources.
I've been on that website, realmilkfinder.com. There's a really good place in like Hollywood area. I forget what's it called. But yeah, no, they sell like a bunch of like raw milk, really good products.
Southwest Ranch Farmer Market?
Yes, dude,
Yeah, I could go there and I talk to people all day.
Yeah.
I walk
Dude,
around
that's the
there
best place to talk.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, how do you get into raw milk? Oh, I got Instagram. I'm like, I could go there in 30 minutes and get 5 people to follow me.
Yeah. What do you think about like activated charcoal?
I think it has mercury in it.
Mercury?
Yeah.
How's that?
I just heard it from Agenus before that charcoal and coal has mercury. So what we use is actually the raw cheese. The raw cheese binds the toxins the same way. So we're supposed to have a cheese cube every 15 minutes all day long. Constantly. It's called the cheese train. So we base the analysis of our health in the irises. So you can see your entire health of the entire body through the iris, and the outside of the iris is like the skin, connective tissue, lymphatic system. The inside, the pupil, is like the bone marrow, and around that is like the intestines. And so Agenus looks at your irises every year in order to see how things are going.
The Agenus.
And Agenus, yeah, a nutritionist. And so when you're doing the cheese trains, you get like 7 times faster heavy metal detox, like
really?
Your intestines. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. He discovered it right before he died. It's one of the main secrets of the diet.
It's like a bender.
Yeah, you eat a quarter pound of cheese spread throughout the day.
Is it like raw cheese?
Raw, no salt. It can't be heated above 104 degrees, and it can't have salt. Okay, we only ever blend with the Oster blender, with the blade screwed on, so there's no foam created. So it's airtight.
Yeah.
The normal blender sucks a bunch of air into it.
How old are you, by the way, bro?
24.
24?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Wow.
Oh, there you.
Dude, I'm 26. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna have an egg.
Oh shit! Wait. You eat the shell?
No.
The shell is the calcium. Doesn't it?
It creates microfractures in the intestines, according to Ogenus.
Wait, so who is Ogenus? I don't think I know him.
He's the creator of the Primal diet.
Really?
And yeah, he learned how to heal because he suffered tremendously. And he's a very unique, special person, and I only go to him for everything
Really?
in regards to health. I ignore everything else. If I want an answer, I only go to him.
And Ogenus, is he on like YouTube or like social media, or is
Heavily censored. You
Really?
just go to agenus.online and you can download
Agenus.
everything there.
Is AG on
AAJONUS.online.
I'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious.
So right now I'm sucking an egg because it's the fastest digesting food, and I'm hungry and I need fuel right now to speak clearly and be productive in making my recipes. So the raw egg fully digests in the first 2 inches of your intestine. It fully digests super quickly, has the protein we need to think clearly right away, and the fat. So it's instant energy. Meat takes hours, you know, like 16 hours, I don't know the exact number, but it's always faster raw.
Yeah.
So about the raw milk and the mucus, when you drink pasteurized milk, it increases your mucus and inflammation because the pasteurized milk itself is toxic. Because, well, technically all cooked food is toxic, but specifically milk, we have a worse reaction. And so when you boil it, when you pasteurize it, you destroy all the enzymes and bacteria, which makes it hard to digest, which causes the lactose intolerance. And so when you drink the pasteurized milk and you increase your inflammation and your mucus, okay, people are like, oh, it's bad because it increases your mucus. No, the mucus is not the problem. That's the response to the problem because it's removing it. So you're mentioning Hape removing the mucus. I was saying I think it's like pasteurized milk. I think it removes itself, you know. But if you drink raw milk is going to increase the mucus, not to remove itself, because you're actually going to digest it. So you increase the mucus to remove old toxins instead of the toxin you just consumed, meaning pasteurized milk or Hape, depending. I don't know if it's inherently toxic if it's dried. The thing is, I think that I think when it's dried, well, I know that when you smoke tobacco it's addictive, but when you chew it, it's not. Dried tobacco, I don't know. It doesn't seem very palatable to chew dry tobacco.
Right, there's a difference with tobacco when it's used in a ceremonial way and used in a recreational way. When used in a ceremonial way, it actually connects you to your higher self.
Well, even smoking organic American spirits without inhaling while meditating and stuff, I still got addicted. But when I chewed the green tobacco, literally no withdrawals whatsoever.
Right.
And it becomes a nice flavor, actually. The juice of the tobacco eventually, it's like
So
medicine.
you would chew like the
like a 1/4
the tobacco
inch,
leaves?
yeah, like a 1/4 inch by 1 inch little sliver. Yeah.
I'll have to try that.
Yeah, and you roll it up in your mouth, in the gum, give it a minute, squeeze it with your gums.
And you get the juices.
Yeah, then take a bite out of it and put it back. Don't just chew the whole thing right there. Take a bite and then stick it in your lip and let the juices absorb in your mouth.
So it's kind of like you can just get like a cigar, because that's like pure tobacco leaves.
Well, it's not fresh. It's not dry. I mean, yeah, fresh. It's dried.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about fresh. Oh,
fresh.
like direct.
Green tobacco. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Wow.
that's the good stuff.
You smoke cigars?
No, I don't smoke. I haven't smoked for 3.5 years now.
Wow.
Smoking's a big no-no.
Good for you.
For your health. Yeah, it's really hard to quit. But now I would never go back. It's just if I tried to smoke right now, I'd be fucked immediately. I know it. I'm surprised I used to be able to handle it in the past. I just became more sensitive.
Yeah.
Hi. Good.
Hell yeah, man. Dude, you're high on life, man. I sense the health that you have. That's why I'm very curious to this, because I'm like, dude, whatever you're doing, it's working. It's working, man. Yeah, you know, I do a lot of similar stuff, but I've taken some inspiration from this experience. For sure, man.
Yeah, one of the most important things that you need to understand is like acidity and alkaline, like the truth of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, well, there's the toxin response of acidity, and then there's the digestive combinations. And what I mean by digestive combinations is you never mix alkaline with raw meat.
So like you just eat the meat by itself and then the juices
No, actually,
separate?
you can. Okay, so if you're gonna have vegetable fiber, like cilantro with your meat, you can't, or lettuce, or anything like that, you can't have more than a tablespoon, because then it becomes too alkaline to fully digest the raw meat. Tomatoes are a little alkalizing. You know, you don't have to worry about that too much unless you have a lot. If you're worried about the alkaline in the tomato affecting your meat digestion, you peel the tomato because that's where the fiber is in the skin. The vegetable fiber, the other fiber in the tomato is kind of just like a fruit fiber, which is different. So the onion helps protein digestion, so I almost always have onion. You could put grated ginger. You can put avocado on white meat. You can put fruits with it, lemon, lime, apple cider vinegar. On red meat, you can't mix fruit with it. It's just the way it works. But the thing is, I'm having mineral issues, so I'm avoiding lemons and stuff like on my chicken, which makes it taste really good. But I need to eat more minerals because I'm just have a lot of heavy metals from vaccines that I'm still trying to remove. So I'm because the vaccines combined with excessive fasting, you know, I got a lot more. You know, it fucked me up pretty bad. So just have to be careful, and I have to really make sure that I'm staying consistent with the cheese and the oysters. I went through horrible tooth pain in the past. My wisdom teeth are like almost completely rotted out. I think they're still alive because I can still experience pain sometimes, which means
you have to get them taken out.
Oh no, I want to keep them as long as possible.
Dude, I had mine taken out. I'm like, I was at an age where I was like too young to even like say no, but I wish I still had them because it's actually like they're your teeth are connected to like meridian channels in your body.
I'll start with the oysters. Actually, you can watch me shuck some oysters.
Dude, yes.
Would you eat an oyster?
Right now?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Or a bowl of them. I mean, would you eat a bowl of oysters?
If I see you.
You would feel so good, you know?
If I see you, what's it called? Later today?
Yeah.
Bring the oysters.
Are you doing intermittent fasting or what?
Huh?
Are you doing intermittent fasting?
Yes.
When can you finish your thing?
Probably in like 3 hours. Yeah.
I think I'll start with these, yeah.
I did some exercise stretching this morning. Dude, I had such a good stretch. I was stretching my hip area. Dude, I opened that up and I'm like, I feel so grounded. Like,
Okay.
feels great.
I need a chair. I'm worn out.
Feels great.
Okay.
We have what is that?
Okay. I need to make them the lube first.
The lube?
Yeah.
What? The lube? Like for like sex or something?
No, it's a drink.
Oh. Holy shit. Alright, I'm gonna use raw butter for sex.
Oh, no, you can use that too.
Dude, yeah, I mean, you have to just like melt it.
Oh, it makes your skin really soft. Yeah.
Oh, you know what's funny? I use ghee. I use ghee for my skin.
But it's probably pasteurized. That's the issue. Pasteurized.
Fuck.
It has to be raw. When you pasteurize it, the fat molecule grows.
Is it, you have raw butter in the fridge?
I think I only have old butter that's stinky.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say like.
Well, maybe I have a little bit right here. I don't know how much I have on a paycheck. Why? You want it? I have coconut cream for your skin.
Do you have to refrigerate the raw butter?
You don't have to. But your place will stink if you don't.
Actually, you know what's crazy? I aged my own urine.
Yeah, I haven't drank that, but
I drank it actually.
And put it on my skin.
Dude, it's really good for your skin. Like,
I used to drink pee in school when I was fasting. I'd go to the bathroom with a bottle.
For real?
Yeah.
Like in college?
No, in high school.
Oh, you knew this shit in high school?
Yeah, there's this one girl. I'm like, hey, check this bottle out. I'm about to go piss in this and drink it. And then I came back and there's bubbles in the bottom of the bottle.
Yeah, it's just Mountain Dew, guys. Don't worry.
No, I was straight up telling everyone what I was doing.
Savage.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, my parents. Well, actually, I did tell my parents about it, and they think I'm freaking crazy. That's honey. Oh yeah.
Okay, so this lube drink, it's basically how it works is normally the inner parts of your body, like the organs, get the nutrients first. And the way that this is utilized, it's to where like the outside of the body gets the nutrients, meaning the skin, connective tissue, and muscles. So like you want to recover from exercise, you drink this. You want to put on like a lot of fat, this is a good way to get a lot of calories very easily. And
I do want to gain weight, yes.
Yeah. And so you drink this with your meat meals. And the guy whose kitchen this is, he's probably about to come up, and he wants to have his lube and meat ready. So. So
how do you usually find the clients?
Well, I was invited here by someone who got in the diet because of the War Room, Andrew Tate. You know the War Room? Yeah, so there's like maybe a dozen people in the War Room on the Primal diet.
Wow.
And one of them, he wasn't in there, but he has friends from someone in there. And I helped him with the diet for the last year. And he tried to get me to come last year, but I couldn't. But this year he invited me, and I was ready to come because I had a van. And yeah, he's paying for my Airbnb and my food. He's not going to be in town for much longer. It's just a temporary deal. But at least it got me started here. And I'm like, hey, just give me the money. I can sleep in my car and save the money. You know, I'd rather save the money, sleep in my car, have a little extra.
Yeah, that's smart.
The deal is only probably a few more weeks because he's always traveling. He's only in town for a little bit anyway, like 2 months, 3 months. And then this guy, I met him on the beach. I get access to the kitchen in exchange for making the food for them. And then I get to make other people's food here, and he's giving me leads for clients. He's getting his friends on the diet, and then I'm gonna make the food for all of them.
That's what's up.
That's the goal. If it doesn't work this time, it'll work eventually.
Yeah. So we got eggs, lemon juice, honey, and raw butter.
Egg, lemon, honey, butter. Yeah, egg, lemon, honey, butter.
Dude, raw butter is so good.
Yeah, I would love to feed you. Yeah. Especially after fasting, like if you put something like this in as the first sustenance of the day, you fucking get high off this shit. Like if you're willing to, like I hope that could feed you the first bite. Like break your fast with the oysters. Yeah. Like, I'll meet you. Yeah,
well, I will,
How far is your hostel?
I'm pretty close. I'm on Collins. Collins in 11th.
How far of a walk is that?
It's not too far.
I'm not familiar with the area.
Yeah. Raw butter, eggs, lemon juice, and honey. Yeah, you get a lot of calories from the raw butter.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh yeah, what I was wanting to say is like, you're supposed to get fat in this diet.
Wow.
Sorry. Yeah, the more fat you have, the more nutrients you have. You heal faster and you detox faster. Like we have massive concentrations of heavy metals in our bodies, and that shit is so like deadly. And like if you removed all of it at once, like you'd literally die instantly. So your body has to release small amounts over the course of years, and you can speed it up with certain remedies. Like I mentioned earlier, when I got sick from moldy berries, like if I had an extra 50 pounds of body fat when I ate that recipe, I wouldn't have been as fucked. Yeah. Because I would have had the nutrients. Like, okay, the toxins are stored deep in your body. They get dissolved. Where do they go? Straight into the fat. If you don't have the fat, where do they go? You just get fucked. So, like, if you eat mold, like mold isn't bad. It's what dissolves it it's what the mold is dissolving that makes it bad. So if mold is growing on metal and it's releasing metal into the air or whatever, then that's bad. But if the mold is growing on natural, like in the forest, it's fine. If it's growing on a artificial plywood with glue and everything, all the chemicals in it, yeah, that's bad. Yeah. Not because of the mold, but because it's what is growing on. The same thing in the body. The bacteria is not the problem. The parasite, if you have a fungal infection, it's not the fungus that's the problem, it's what it's breaking down that's the problem. And so you allow it to finish what it's breaking down, and then you heal. And if you stop it prematurely by like, oh, I'm getting a cold, let me jump in an ice bath, and then you feel great, and then it's like, okay, well, you stop the detox with an emergency response, you know. So like whenever we have that, instead of us like pushing through it, we get in the hot tub and then we take a nap. That's what we do. We hot baths, naps, massages, relaxing, you know. Not like we make sure to lay back when we're sick, let ourselves heal.
Yeah.
A lot of people just try to keep pushing. More coffee, you know, hot ice baths, you know, be a man, push through it, you know, like, yeah, there's a time for that, but if you actually want to heal, you have to like treat your body like a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
The number one thing over everything else is that you at least fucking make yourself eat the foods. If you don't eat the foods, then you're not going to get anywhere. Yeah. So you can be as lazy as you want, as long as you eat your foods every day.
Yeah.
You know, because the thing is, like, if you wanted to, like, if you eat a bunch of detox recipes, it can make you really tired. You could be like, hey, I got this savings, I'm just going to detox really hard and be like, exhausted for 6 months, but then come out on top in fucking wonderful health because you dealt with that shit for 6 months. Like you could literally like, oh, I'm going to gain 100 pounds of fat. Like, okay, right now I'm like 180 and I want to get to 220, so that'd be like 40 extra pounds of fat. And I want to do that and spend the summer in the hot springs. That's the goal. And fucking melt all that shit out of my body.
Yeah.
And just go through that. And, you know, that's the goal.
Nice.
Yeah.
Look at that. So are you putting it in the hot water?
Yeah, but not too hot. It can't get above 105.
And what does this do?
It melts the butter so that it can be blended properly.
Ah. So how long have you been doing raw again for like?
March of 2019, so
Wow.
5.5 years.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, pork and pork sauce right here.
And do you ever eat cooked food?
Never.
Never.
Every once in a while, potato.
Potato.
But that's like the most acceptable cooked food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Easily digestible?
Well, just the cooked carbs like rice or potato or bread, but the bread has to be made a certain way, and you don't do it often.
The fermentation?
You're only supposed to do it like okay, sourdough is supposed to be better, but you only do it like if you're stressed the fuck out and nothing else is relaxing you. You know, then you can have that because it absorbs the adrenaline in the body. And eating it for pleasure to gain weight, if you gain all that weight off cooked food, it's still not going to detox you properly. So like, yeah, having extra fat could be beneficial, but if it's cooked fat, you're not getting the detox. So like people like on the Primal diet, like, oh, you have to eat cooked carbs to gain weight if you're an athlete, you know. But then you're still building the fat off cooked food, and it's not going to detox you. These people always try to reinvent the diet in a new way because they think they can do it better. But when you actually do it right, that's how it works.
Nice. So this is this client's
for the person who owns the kitchen. We don't think about inflammation on this diet. I just use the vocabulary for people to understand, but like we never use like the word inflammation. And like anti-inflammatory, like all that we consider just to be bullshit. Because like, okay, they say, okay, you need to reduce your inflammation. No, that's not what the problem is. The inflammation is what heals you. Inflammation is bringing nutrients to heal the tissue and remove the toxins and stuff. So it's like your focus should not be on inflammation. It should be the reason inflammation is there. It should be like, why is there toxins? Why is there tissue damaged? Not like, oh, I'm going to take... That starts to lead to things such as like, okay, taking ice baths in order to reduce the pain. The thing is, there's only two ways to heal. You remove toxins and you add nutrients, you know? So if you have an issue, how is an ice bath removing toxins or adding nutrients? If anything, it's wasting nutrients because you're using your body heat. You're using your nutrients to produce body heat. So you lose nutrients by being in an ice bath. So, but okay, let's look at a hot bath. What do you get out of that? You get sweating, then you're releasing the toxins because we need to be hot. And when your body,
the sauna, like the sauna.
Not the sauna. Actually, it's bad for the lungs and the sinuses and the eyes and stuff. But when you're hot, your body heals faster, it generates cells faster, and it detoxes. That's why we need the hot baths, not the ice baths. Do ice baths have a place? Sure. But it's not for healing and sickness. It's more of like a spiritual exercise, I consider. It's like
willpower.
It's like a very no. The willpower route is very dangerous because that results in people like abusing their bodies. That's what I did. So I don't think about the willpower stuff because the thing is like you need to use your willpower to do what you need to do. But the thing is, if you don't know what exactly you should be doing, you use your willpower randomly, you're gonna fuck yourself up. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like when you get healthier, your willpower increases automatically, you know?
Yeah.
And sometimes your willpower is weak because you're not living to your purpose. So if you use willpower to force yourself to do some shit you don't care about, is that benefiting you? No, because if it was your true purpose, you wouldn't need to use willpower.
Right.
Because you do it anyway.
Yeah.
You know, so the willpower could result in you, you know, like I said, like neglecting to discover more about why you feel the way you feel.
Yeah.
But you should always use willpower to eat the foods you need to eat with Primal.
Mhm.
My mindset of relaxing and healing emotionally and spiritually led to me also being lazy about the diet. But now I'm back in like, I got to be strict with the diet. I can relax in other ways in my life, but I can never relax with making the recipes because that's how I heal.
Yeah. Yeah, this is great.
So what I wanted to finish, the inflammation. You know, it's a whole different paradigm. You have to have a reality shift. It's not just some little tips and tricks, which it can be, but if you don't internalize the different perspective, you're still going to run into the same issues. Like even holistic medicine, Chinese medicine, a lot of what it's based on is still attacking symptoms and not the causes. And they might think that they're doing that, but they're not. Like a lot of the time it's like, oh, take this herbal tea to stop your sickness. Is it providing nutrients to remove the toxins and heal the tissue? Or is there some medicinal property in the medicine that's stopping my body from dissolving the toxins and therefore making me feel better? Is it healing me? Is it pausing the detox? Or is it just making me high or releasing adrenaline? You know, I allow myself to enjoy the weed because it's homegrown, there's no toxins in it, I believe it to be physically safe, and if you're responsible and doesn't interfere with your productivity, it's a way you can enjoy your life while you're still going through healing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not exactly satisfied with my health, I'm still trying to heal.
Yeah.
And, you know, the weed is nice, it allows me to enjoy my life in the meantime.
Mm-hmm.
And to say, oh, I need weed to enjoy myself, yeah, sure, I can have fun sober, but the thing is, why not, you know? People think it's going to increase your estrogen and blah, 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 and your willpower and all this and that. And the thing is, a lot of time, like, same people, when they quit weed, their problems don't go away. That means the weed wasn't even the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course, smoking's bad. I think even eating cooked weed's bad.
So do you eat it raw?
Only raw, yeah, I chew it.
The leaves?
No, the bud.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
you chew the weed for like 10 minutes. And you swallow it. It has to be cured properly, so first...
That's wild. Or, I mean, like...
For the camera...
I didn't realize that,
yeah, chew
you
the
could
bud.
do that. Yeah.
So for the camera, I'll explain. You have to, when you take the weed off the plant, you have to cure it properly. You put it in the jar and you open it every day.
Mm-hmm.
And then once it's done curing, then you can dry it. But if the weed isn't like fully cured properly or whatever, when you chew it, it's not going to get you high. So then you take like 0.2, 0.3 grams, and you chew it for like, to be honest, you can chew it for 3, 4, 5 minutes if you chew really fast. But I usually tell people 10 minutes anyway because they get distracted and don't focus on the chewing. And so if it's just a little bit, you just chew with the back teeth until it's broken down into paste and completely mix in your saliva. Your mouth cannot be dry. If your mouth is dry, you don't have saliva, it's not going to work. And then you swallow it. And then in 30 minutes, you start to feel it. 60 to 90 minute mark.
Yeah, cool.
Peaking. You'll be stoned for 4, 5, 6, 7 hours.
Wow. When you chew it, you
the enzyme
taste the
saliva.
juices. You kind of get the juices from the bud.
Well, kind of, yeah, because it's dry, so it has no juice. So you're like rehydrating it with your saliva, and the saliva breaks it down. And when you chew it with the back teeth, it crushes it and like helps the saliva enzymes penetrate the THC molecule. And you have to chew it and just like get it in there and keep chewing it and chew it and chew it, and then eventually it's completely mixed in the chemical reaction, and you can get high off of it raw. But the thing is, it's like 1/3 of people like can't get high off raw weed. I don't know why.
Is it like a different high than if you were to smoke it?
Some people think it is different, but I think when you cook weed, it makes a more volatile reaction. I think the high is more like ungrounded.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think it's more stable when it's raw. But it's the same as an edible.
That was the correct word.
Do you
Ungrounded.
smell it?
Let me smell. It actually smells like good.
Ginger, garlic, onion, tomato,
And that's pork.
apple cider vinegar, and honey. Yeah, that's raw pork.
Mm.
And then
And you buy like the
This is
stuff
from
from
the
Amish.
Yeah.
Oh. Look at that. How many calories would you say that has?
This?
Yeah.
Probably like 800.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
700.
So that's what did you put in there again? Raw butter.
Lemon butter, honey, and egg.
Lemon, honey, butter, and egg. You put like 4 eggs?
I don't know. I just felt a little over halfway. That's how I know. With eggs.
So what can you do with it?
Throw it away. Turn it
Yeah.
into fertilizer.
All right.
What do you guys do?
I have a massage company and I'm an investor.
How's you're doing the Primal diet, bro?
I love
Really?
the Primal dinner. It's bomb.
So what do you guys eat?
All right, now I just had some pork. Later on today, I'm gonna have some raw chicken. It looks like he's making. This is called the what do we call this again? The lube. Eggs, butter, honey,
Lemon juice.
some lemon juice. Egg, butter, honey, lemon juice. Is that everything? Is that everything? I guess it's everything. It's the bomb. So it puts on calories. Fucking, bro, I feel awesome. I feel awesome, and I'm getting stronger again.
Yeah.
So
This guy's the fountain. This guy is the OG of the Primal diet
Not
right here.
necessarily.
yeah, he's Augius. He's Augius Junior.
I wouldn't necessarily.
Yeah, his nickname's Augius Junior. I gave it to him.
Okay. So van life, man. So not only are you a health wizard, but oh yes, that's the sage. Yes, van life. Sage is good. I love sage. Do you do jump circles? Like the full moon jump circle?
I went once, yeah.
Dude, it's so fun.
Yeah, I'm trying to start my own stuff.
Yeah. Man, if I had my drum with me, we would. I'm like, let's go to Ocean Drive right now and just bang,
I actually
bang
intended
drums.
to play my drums today if you wanted to play with me.
Really?
It's gonna be in a few hours though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have my djembes with me.
I don't know, we can just take turns in the set.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never played much of the actual drums, but
You can at least watch me.
I'm willing to practice, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah,
I do drum lessons too.
Dude, I'm up for the adventure.
I don't know if it's gonna.
Do you do like meditation?
Yeah.
Meditation.
Yeah. Yeah, I get bothered by all these yoga groups because they do yoga the whole time and they don't even meditate. It's like I just want to like do yoga for a few minutes and then meditate. Like my goal is the meditation. Like these beaches, like all the groups I go into, they're all like they do intense yoga for an hour and they do the sound bath, and it's like it's too much for me to do every day.
Yeah, it's like
I'm not
super
trying to get
extra.
sore off of stretching for an
Yeah,
hour. I just want to stretch for 10 minutes to get relaxed, do my breathing techniques, the DMT breathing, in order to like, it's a form of exercise, and a lot of time your mind is too active because you're not exercising enough. So the breathing techniques, where you're going like, and you do the breath hold with the Molabunda lock or whatever it's called, where you squeeze the perineum and you do the mewing with the tongue posture and you crunch down with the neck, you can release DMT. That will calm down the mind, make you trip for like 3-5 seconds immediately and get you into a spiritual state. So you do a little physical warm up, you stretch, then you do the DMT breathing, and then you meditate. And then you'll be in it's a really good combination to induce spiritual states. You know, like the goal is to actually like fucking like have spiritual realization and spiritual growth.
Right.
Not just a little booty workout. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually tried to like produce like lasting changes in my consciousness. You know, like that's you gotta do a routine like that.
Yeah.
And so it's hard for me to go to other people's groups because they're not doing it the way I want to do it.
Right.
So I'm trying to get my own shit going on.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I don't really find like the group stuff. I'm more like I have to do it by myself. I feel it's more. I have a better spiritual connection when I'm doing it by myself.
Well, what if you're with the right people though?
Well, yeah, with the right people, of course. But I feel like the group yoga stuff, like, I don't know if that's my forte. I like kind of just stretching.
Well, I want to like do yoga with people and then jam out.
Yeah.
Like every day. You know?
Yeah. Get loose.
Everything I do every day, I want to do with other people.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, me too. First, wake up, get loose.
Sun gaze.
Yep.
Suck a few raw eggs.
And then sun my balls. Actually, where can I sun my balls? That's the greatest question.
Beach. It's a new beach.
Hollover Beach, yes. Yes, I know that beach. That's a good beach.
I haven't been there yet.
But, yeah, bro, for me, whenever I release the tension from my body and I'm loose, that is like the essence of health. Just that feeling.